So, hey guys, we are back live again to tell you more about the hackers of the DN Unlimited Hackathon. Again, my name is Evgenia and I'm head of content at Data Natives, a community of over 80,000 data scientists. In case you didn't see our previous video, here's a bit more of a background info. So last Thursday, we kicked off the DN Unlimited Hackathon, where we gathered over 500 hackers to tell them what they are going to be doing in the next week. We introduced our mentors, judges, and our partners as well. So over this weekend, our hackers formed teams, introduced themselves to the hackathon challenges, and started working on their solutions. And the second DN Unlimited Hackathon team that we are chatting with today is Team Agavi. And their lead, Bianca, will give us a sneak peek into their progress so far and what are they up to. So welcome, Bianca. Thanks for finding the time for this quick interview. Very excited to hear about your team and how the work is going. So please tell us a little bit more about your team members and how you came together and what's your idea.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to have been invited to this. Basically, we started working on this project in April, and we were two people on the team, me and Lev, who's the brain behind the whole team. I'm coordinating the team for this hackathon because he's a bit caught up with other learning activities he has to do. So basically, we're an educational startup. We are focusing on building a tool that will be used by teachers, and we wanted to be able to work in lower connectivity environments as well. Lev has worked with intelligent systems when teaching at the University of Arizona State University. And he has noticed that the same kind of tools that are available in more wealthy countries, let's say, can't be used that well in middle to low income countries. So we're trying to make education tools available for teachers globally, not just for people who can afford to spend a lot of money on it and a lot of resources, but also for people who maybe don't have that strong a device to be able to build very complex activities. And the thing that we're trying to build is a system that will adapt to what the students are doing. So it's called an adaptive learning system, where if a student does a certain kind of behavior, they will be directed to the content that's appropriate for their level.
Wow, that sounds so cool. And so why did you choose this specific challenge? I guess it's like social impact, right? So tell me a little bit more about what was the reason behind you going for this challenge?
Yeah, as I said, Lev, one of my teammates, has worked with students in university, trying to teach them science, and he's noticed that when people learn science, it's good to have an experience-based approach rather than a taught approach. I don't know how to call it, but basically, rather than just reading material and doing exercises maybe linearly, if they're guiding toward a system that lets them build their own experience, he's noticed that students learn better. And also, I'm teaching students. I'm teaching computer science. I'm tutoring actually students, and I'm also passionate about education and how people learn. And I've basically done that since I finished university. So I'm really into this. And my team is also formed of people. We have a UX designer, we have 2 web developers, myself and another developer, and also a DevOps engineer who's helping bring this project to life. So we're all trying to stay committed towards the education and social impact space.
All right, that sounds really good. And what stage are you at right now with this particular solution?
Yeah, since the hackathon in April that I mentioned, we built a mock, basically interactive demo of the system, but it's very it hasn't been, we tested it with a few people, but we haven't yet built it. So we want to use this hackathon as maybe a push forward and to get some more people so that we are able to actually build the system and bring it into the hands of teachers. So we're trying to build a very minimal set of features that can be used by teachers, and where students can actually go through experiences and do activities.
All right, sounds good. And are you more into developing it in European markets, or are you more looking into other countries? Or did you plan this at all yet?
We were thinking of targeting middle-income countries in the beginning, since I'm based in Romania, and Lev is based in US, but he is his parents are from Ukraine, so he has a lot of connections there. So we're thinking of using those markets as a initial testing pool, and then moving to maybe potential partnerships with organizations if we can achieve that, and use those partnerships to have people to build experiences themselves for their students.
All right, and that's great. And what about your goals for the hackathon? You already touched upon this a little bit, but what would be the ideal outcome for you, like your dream outcome?
Yeah, it would be great if we had a sleek, a sleek first version of the product where a teacher can use building blocks to build an experience that's adaptive to what students are doing based upon answers to some questions, and then deploy it so that it can be used by somebody. We're gonna do it with a yeah, so basically anybody who's going to have a link to the experience will be able to access it. So maybe if we achieve that, then at the end of the hackathon, we can actually give it to people to test it.
Just a second.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It was
Oh,
just a little bit of technical issue on my side, but I think it's all running smoothly. Okay, Bianca, thanks so much for finding the time for this small interview, and it was great to get to know you and know more about your team. And your idea sounds like a very good tool that a lot of teachers would need, and a lot of schools, and potentially actually revolutionize education. So that's the goal to look forward to, right? So thank you so much again. And by the way, if you guys are interested in joining the hackathon, joining the Unlimited Hackathon, you can still sign up at our website at that'snatives.io/hackathon, or just click on the link in this post. And you can register and develop your idea, receive mentorships, and pitch at the demo day. We're still receiving applications. So if you're up for a challenge, then make sure to do it today. All right, that's it. So thank you, Bianca, and see you soon.